Welcome to a very special Halloween edition of Sunday Night Live, episode 39. Let me get my mask off and we'll get started with tonight's episode. I do have another special surprise for you. Got some witch stickers on my face. I think I look quite dashing. What do you guys think? I'm wearing my bloody shirt for Jason Voorhees. Got the mask, got the machete. Give you guys a close look at my face here. These were given to Lily a couple weeks ago, and she said I could have them, and I promised you guys I was going to wear them in one of the episodes. So here we are. As you can see, we do have some Halloween lights and some other stuff here. I got Al the Alien, Mr. Voorhees bobblehead, and some additional lighting to make them look kind of spooky. So wish I had more stuff for Halloween time, but this was kind of thrown together last minute. I've realized that next weekend Halloween falls on a Saturday, and next week's Sunday Night Live, well, obviously that'll be November, so we're going to celebrate Halloween early. So today's the 25th, only 6 days away, and we're going to chat a few things Halloweenish related, and of course watch something abandoned related for tonight's Going Back in Time episode. It is a longer video, but it's one that most of you have already enjoyed and probably wouldn't mind seeing again. This is a skip week for mail call, so no mail call tonight. We're going to do our question of the week, Going Back in Time, and of course, chat about a few things. We'll give you a rundown of the upcoming schedule for this week. This is the final week of Vlogoween, and I'm going to try to end on a high note. I have a couple fun things planned. Some of them are going to be pertaining to if the weather cooperates or not, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But glad to have everyone here. Hello, everyone that is tuning in. Glad to see most of the familiar faces. And if you're new here for the first time, this is my regular Sunday Night Live show where we come and hang out, kind of wrap up the weekend, start the new week off, and we have fun asking the viewers questions. We look back at one of my older videos where I do share some commentary on it, and just to have a good place to hang out, unwind, and see some familiar friends and faces. So glad to have you here if you're new or here for the very first time, or here back again many, many times, glad to have you here. And people are leaving already. Man, I guess this show kind of stinks tonight. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the little intro. The mask I got from one of the viewers, Michael G, gave that to me, I think, last week's episode. And I like how it lights up like that with that light wire. So I wanted to incorporate that. Of course, I got my bloody machete here. And wearing my, I forget what it's called, the Dickies shirt, which I have blood stains on it, but you can't really see it. It kind of got soaked into it. So if you guys are joining me tonight, grab a snack. I do have a beverage. We have Mountain Dew Frostbite for tonight's drink of choice. Not sponsored, but in a blue mood. So hope everyone had a good weekend. It was relatively good. Those of you who were around yesterday know that the plans for filming the Halloween Jeep show, streaming the Halloween Jeep show didn't go according to plan. It was a very low turnout. I snapped some photos, which I shared on Facebook. So if you want, head on over there, check them out. Facebook.com/JPVideos81. It's a public page, so no account is required to view the page. And we ended up doing just a kind of a last-minute drive stream. Got some Burger King nuggets, stopped at the train yard, and got to see a train. So made the best of a bad situation. Other than that, though, today just kind of hung around the house, did a little bit of running around, ran to Walmart, which was unusually busy. Lines out the wazoo. If you guys are familiar with Walmarts, when you have the traditional checkouts, the lines were there all the way into the clothing department, every single one. And the self-checkouts was about a 20-foot line. I got lucky and had a register that just opened up. I beelined it and cut some people off to get to it. I was not going to wait around just to get a few things. So that's how I spent my Sunday. And, of course, doing a little bit of decorating for you guys. Excuse me. If that is a phone number, don't post phone numbers on here or anything personal. You don't know who is watching. That's not a very safe thing to do. So don't share anything personal in a public forum. Not a good idea. As you saw, Retro did share the Facebook page. Also, too, if Retro wants to drop a link for the merchandise shop, because we do have, as I mentioned already, some new items available. We do have stickers available and dog or animal bandanas. These are just some examples of the choices available. There are more on the website itself. And, of course, t-shirts, hoodies, stuff like that. I will be letting you know when there's some discounts coming out for percentage off or free shipping. But all the options are in stock as far as I know. Hats are back in stock. So if you want to pick up a hoodie, keep yourself warm, and support the channel. Why is the port... Oh, because I forgot to turn it on. Yeah, my mind's going 100 miles a minute trying to remember everything. So, bought 3 of your stickers. Thanks, Christopher. Okay, Danny. Did I get tattoos on my face? Yes, I did. I got a witch's hat. And I got a cat face and some other stuff. No, these are just Halloween stickers. Actually, some jewels, too. I don't know how good it's coming on camera, but I was walking around with the lights on there. It's like sparkling right up into my eye. I'm like, what the heck is that? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm wearing jewels. Okay, so we're going to get started with tonight's segment of Question of the Week. Actually, let me start that over because it didn't start from the beginning. Ordered a new hoodie and 2 stickers. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. Stewie ordered merchandise as well. Awesome. Appreciate that so much. Are the stickers... Are those the stickers that Lily shared with you? That's the Cat. Same ones. So tonight's question of the week is a question that I think has been mentioned before. It's not Halloween related, but it's a topic that has been pretty much talked about since the whole situation in 2020 went to crap. And it's pretty simple and straightforward. And you could have more than one answer if you want to. But basically, for 2021, for the new year, what are you looking forward to most? And I'm going to share mine. Very simple. Basically just getting back to normalcy, being able to go out and do what you want, when you want, without any restrictions, without any masks, without any curfews, just to get back to a sense of normalcy where it's more carefree, less worrisome, and just be able to enjoy life at a better rate than what we are this year. So just curious as to what your thoughts are. What are you looking forward to most? Or even if you have a top 2 things, share them with us. Curious to see what some people say. So Kat, same thing, get back to normal, not wearing masks. Seeing other people, being able to travel, would be good. Adam says same as me, not having to wear a mask. Yeah, mask is a big thing. I see that. That's right up there. Vacations. Yeah, just being able to do what you want at the drop of a hat. No quarantined. Being able to cross the border if you want to. I will say, though, I am enjoying the travel prices, though, for hotels and stuff like that. They have been very inexpensive, which is nice. Obviously, gas prices were much cheaper earlier this year. Those kind of rebounded, but I'm sure once things get back to normal, we're going to see some price hikes, some rate increases to kind of recuperate the 2020 losses. But just to have a, worry-free attitude, to be able to go out and do what you want without anyone trying to point their finger in your face saying, you got to do this, you got to do that, So just getting back to normal, business as usual, as I like to call it. So I was curious to see what you guys thought as well. Gas is still $1.65. That's pretty cheap. We did get under $2 a gallon here in Pennsylvania earlier this year, but right now it's around $2.30 some, which isn't bad. It could be better, but it's tolerable. Go to more dirt car races. I used to see them at Makatech. They were a lot of fun. Dirty fun. You get dust blowing in your face, but it was a good time. But getting back to fairs and carnivals and stuff like that, I'm looking forward to that. Having gone to one fair or carnival this year, the only thing close to that is Knoebels. But it's not the same having to wear the facial covering, but Lisa says $1.69. Jeez, I gotta move down there. Potato pancakes, yes. Going to tag sales again. Going back to work, yeah, that's a big thing for a lot of people too. Just getting back to normal schedule, normal work, no restrictions, not working from home. Curious too, a lot of people, Jill included, works from home primarily. She does have to travel, to visit families, but those of you who do work from home, regardless of what your job is, are you looking forward to actually going back to work in a physical location? Or would you prefer to stay working from home even after the whole pandemic is over? I think it's going to be based on personal choice, Some people are saving a lot of money by working from home, no more traveling with gas, buying lunch and stuff like that. Everything that you need is at home. Air show, yes, I was looking forward to that too, because I know they postponed it in 2019 for 2020, and obviously that didn't happen, but yeah, I'd like to see the air show back. Hopefully have the Blue Angels. Looking forward to going back to work. Kelly, yeah, a lot of people feel the same way. I hope for everyone's sake that it's not true and doesn't happen that way, but all we could do is take it a day at a time and try to do things that we do enjoy and try to handle the situation the best we could without, freaking out or getting panicked or anything like that. Hi, Lisa. Kids going back to school. My daughter, Lily's on a hybrid schedule, so she goes to school every other day. And she's okay with it. I am in favor of kids going to school. They need that structure, to be around other kids and in a school environment and stuff like that. But it's not fun. They're having to eat lunch kind of scattered apart from other kids. They have to wear masks almost the whole day. They do get mask breaks here and there, but it's not a fun school environment. But I understand why. But the days that she's home, though, it's almost like a half day's worth of work. She's only on the Zoom or computer for 3 to 4 hours compared to a 6 or 7 hour day. So it's kind of a trade-off. But I am in favor of kids kind of keeping the routine going and being around other kids for social reasons. Excuse me. Save lots of money on cafeteria, gas, car insurance, the teleworking. Well, for everyone out there, I do wish you the best of everything as far as luck and recuperation of any losses or hardship. I know 2020 has been a really bad year for many reasons for many people. You know, myself personally had some things to deal with that were not expected or something that I anticipated, and all you could do is deal with it when it comes and hopefully move on and, you know, make the next day better for yourself. That's all you could do. But, you know, if you're out of work or working part-time or struggling financially or missing seeing your friends or family, the only thing I could say is it will return to normal. As to when, I wish I had that answer for you, but all we could do is stick together, you know, stay positive, find the good in everything, because no matter what's going on, there's always something you can find positive. That's what my little teaching is to Lily. No matter what's going on, there's always something good that could come out of it, something positive to look forward to. So just keep a level head. Know that when you come to my channel here, you know, we're all primarily in good spirits. We're all here for each other. I do care about every one of you. And even if you're not my biggest fan, you know, you're a person just like everyone else. And I would never want to see anyone suffer or go through pain or sorrow. So just want you to know that, you know, myself, my family, my channel, everyone in the JPVideos community, we are a big group, big family who are in this together. No one's better or worse off than the other. We're all here for the same reason. So, all right, we're going to move on to our next segment, going back in time, because tonight's video is a longer video. It's going to be closer to an hour. I don't want to go, I may cut out some parts of it. It's an abandoned vintage house. I filmed it with my friend Robin, and the house was subject to flood, but the house is filled with a lot of leftover items. Some of them pretty old, like old poison, personal relics, some vintage equipment and furniture, stuff like that. So if you haven't seen the video, this will be your first time watching it. I think you'll enjoy it. If you have seen it before and you want to skip this, you're welcome to skip it, but it is a video that has done really well, has upwards of 400,000 views, and I've had a lot of positive feedback on it, and just wanted to kind of share it with you guys tonight. Since we are not doing mail call, this will kind of fill in the gap. I'm also going to be premiering the video, or playing the video, a different way than normal. Normally I play it on a window and we have to deal with ads. I think I found a new way to play it where it's a screen share through my browser, and I think with my ad blocker we won't have any ad issues. The only thing I'm going to ask you for is let me know if you can hear the audio or not. It may or may not pick up audio. If not, we'll revert back to the old way. But I'm going to try this, make sure it works. And if it works, then we'll watch it together. I'll pause throughout, share a little bit of commentary, and we'll enjoy it together. So give me just a moment here, and we'll get things rocking and rolling, as they say. So as I minimize it myself, I'm going to be up in the corner here. In the first video, the abandoned house, this abandoned house is full of vintage items. So I'm going to start playing it. I'll put it on full screen. And again, let me know if you guys can hear the audio. Audio's good. Okay. If you need it quieter or louder, too loud. Is that better?
This must have not been an open back porch.
Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be checking out another abandoned house, and today I'm joined by Robin. You've seen her in some of the other videos of the old abandoned jail and the summer home. But today we're going to check out this house. This is a well-known abandoned house that's been vacant probably at least 30 years, if not longer. It was damaged even further by a flood in 2011. A lot of people know about this place, and it's not posted. No one's really watching it. It's just sitting here falling apart, and it's full of items inside. I came here a few months ago, took some pictures, and I was astonished at what was inside. So we're going to check it out today, hopefully not get hurt, and see what we can share with you guys inside. So come along with us as we check it out. Before we continue, is the audio better now, or is it still too loud? I could turn it down more if necessary. But using this browser, I think the levels through the settings are amplified more than normal. But yeah, you'll see this place is in pretty bad condition, but it's piled with heaps of stuff inside. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so we're in the porch area now, the rear porch. Got some miscellaneous items back here. Got a creepy doll head.
Which is a
mannequin
head.
Another piano here. So you may have seen on the front porch there's a piano that's kind of falling apart, and here we have another one. It's kind of hard to tell. Look at these old glass jars.
I was just looking at that base one there.
There's a couple of them there. So what we're looking at here, this is an exterior portion that was added onto the house afterwards. You can see the cinder block walls. It did have a type of roof over it, almost like an extended back porch, but it was primarily used for just storing items. It was not like living space, but with the roof gone now, everything exposed, Mother Nature is taking over.
They're seamed though, so that means they're, I think, like more modern or not.
Mm-hmm. Just surprised they're intact. This was October 22nd, 2018. Almost 2 years ago to the date.
Now, this one was not made in New York. This one is made in Girardville.
I know where that is.
BC.
That's Schuylkill County.
Malarkey? This is manufactured especially for BC.
Okay, so here's our first look. As you can see, the door is kind of ripped off the frame here. Not sure if we could get in this way, but of course we have the open door policy, as I like to call it. Now we're entering into the kitchen area, so pay close attention. There is a lot of stuff here. Some of it I don't see when I'm actually filming, but you may see me glance over it. Like right here, we got a tricycle. We got the old stove and oven, and there's a lot of stuff piled in the middle of the floor, but I don't get to see each and everything because when I'm filming, I'm primarily focused on the camera itself. So I'm sure you guys will see a lot more than what I actually acknowledge in the video, but this is the kitchen area where we're starting off. Really full of stuff. Glass jars. And if you look right to here to the left, that is one of those sit-and spins for toddlers. You would sit on it with your legs wrapped around it, and you'd spin a handle, and it'd spin you around like a little tiny merry-go-round, but it's called a sit-and spin. Also, too, I'm using my professional or consumer-grade video camera, which is not wide angle, so everything's going to be kind of cropped in. But that's what I was working with at the time. Nice older stove. I'm going to try and get in here. There's some old stuff in here.
I'd love to know what this phone belongs to.
Okay, so you know what? Maybe that is a walker. Okay, there might be a sit and spin in here. This is Retro or somebody else might know what those characters are. Yes, this is a walker. You are correct. But I believe there is a sit and spin in this video. But yeah, you can see the cup holder there. You can see the frame of it with the caster wheels. Good call on that. Oh, here's more skulls. Okay, trying to take this all in here. There's a lot of interesting items in this kitchen here. Got some older glass jars and bottles. This right here is like, there's some canned goods. It's like mystery goo. Mystery goo. So I don't know if there's any value to this tricycle. I think it's just a toy one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that. What are those? Puzzles?
Records.
Oh, records.
There's no record in this one, of course. Strawberry Shortcake.
Wow.
Rocking Horse Records, The Emperor's New Clothes. This one has a record in there.
Not very easy to move around in here. A lot of stuff. One thing that is for certain that we do find, we go to another room where we find this large Bible. It was called like a family Bible, I believe. There's an old, I believe, coal stove in there, but on a hanger rack is those, I think they're like 70s, maybe early 80s Halloween costumes. The one with like the capes and the plastic faces. There's a few of them there in pretty good condition. And they'll probably bring back some memories when you see that. Look at this.
Oh my god, that's great. Is it Jack in the
I think so, yeah.
Does it still work?
I don't think so.
Is there a bomb?
That was one of my
Aw.
favorite
Took out the
items.
Jack. It's a cool box though.
Yeah.
Pretty repurposed as like a tissue box.
Yeah. That's cool.
Look at this. Dr. Pierce's. That's cool.
Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the story of this place, because Robin is from the area where this house is located, she was able to speak to some locals and found out why this house is indeed abandoned. Number one, the house was subject to flooding, I believe in 2011, but it was abandoned before that. It was reported that a husband and wife lived here, and up above this property, which is up on top of a mountain, there was a small landfill where contaminated materials got buried, leaked into the drinking water, and both people ended up dying from cancer from the result of that. Now, there are a lot of children's items, as you'll see, and it's rumored that they either fostered kids or had a type of daycare or something. That information is kind of mixed. We don't know the exact details on that, but the people did die from cancer, from getting contaminated, from poisons leaking into the water from the landfill above this property. And they had no next of kin. The house has been sitting here abandoned for decades.
Okay, so now this area is pretty interesting. We got some older stuff here.
Yeah, David, smaller
Aged, I
version of
guess.
the Jack in the Box.
Wait. Ready? Oh, he just worked a second ago. Let's go, Oscar.
Oh, Oscar.
Christopher, this is in the low-lying area along, I believe, the Susquehanna River. And that river has been known to flood after torrential downpours or hurricanes coming through. So those who live in the area here in Pennsylvania, northeast Pennsylvania, know that 2011, a lot of areas got hit with flooding. The house I featured with Robin a few weeks ago, same thing. First floor got flooded. It was just a low-lying area. And it was, I think, a hurricane, remnants of a hurricane that came through, and the river broke the riverbanks and flooded this up to a few feet of the house.
I'm gonna go when you moved that, it went up.
This is still brand new in the box.
You know, this is a ball mason bar box, too.
Yeah, I noticed that. Look at this. Look at that.
I love that label.
That's kind of cool. I like that bottle. What's this? Oh, want to rinse your mouth with this? Listerine. Lister Mint. The generic stuff.
Trying to make it it's an actual label.
Yeah. I love finding old stuff like this.
Cinnamon flavor, too.
Look at this.
this? 1960, Life and
I
Health.
thought it was a real leather jacket. That's cool. Look at that.
Leather
Leather?
jacket.
Real leather, yeah. I thought it was. I didn't think cutting the it's just like a
It's a bottle of Geritol filled with cotton.
There's a real pair of moccasins down there.
There's all kinds of stuff in here. Look at this little. I don't know what that's for.
There's probably so many snakes hiding in there.
So, still got plates and items in here.
Barb, as far as I know it is, I haven't passed by it in over a year. I'd have to double check with Robin, but as far as I know, it is still sitting there. They'd have to come up with someone to front the bill to pay for the demolition, but I do know there's homes not too far from here that were torn down because of the same flood. They finally got some type of grant or loan, but I think this is still here as far as I know.
Yeah, it's full of stuff. What is this? I don't know. Liquid brown sugar. Electron tube. It's like a television tube.
There's always that one Christmas decoration. I found it.
Tinsel.
There's always a Christmas decoration.
It's abandoned.
So we got more jars over here.
Is this a doorbell?
Looks like it was a light, maybe.
I think that's like
wires.
There's no
some type of
wires.
fuel torch or light.
Maybe fake flowers or something. Lantern.
Oh, you know what? It's got, this is a little, looks like a little oil tank.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
it's
little
like-
oil lamp.
Like a carbide lantern, oil lamp.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Look at a close up of that.
Where's that little green belong?
That's got to be some age on that thing.
Yeah.
Is there any markings on the back of
No,
it?
there's nothing. Nope.
That's cool though.
It almost looks to a point maybe handcraft. I mean, maybe also, technology-wise it maybe not, but you can tell it's soldered.
There's a toy.
I think she needs to wash her hair a little bit. Just walking on piles of stuff here, it's kind of hard to even see. Look at this old radio.
There's just so much clothes. And when they left it, they just like naked.
This was definitely underwater. At one point, you could see all the mud and residue.
Let me go back a second here.
This was definitely underwater at one point.
Yeah, so if you look, not sure if it's picking up on the mouse, but center, upper left center of the screen, you can see some wheels. There's another walker there. So there's at least two of them. Looks like the same type has the yellow caster wheels.
All the mud and residue. So there's the front porch that we showed, and the remnants of the piano.
Oh my gosh. This is cool. You gotta look at this up close, both sides.
Spirit of 76, it says. Wow.
It's got the Liberty Bell in this thing.
Yeah, there might be a walker too that I saw. An adult walker. That's a nice bottle though.
Oh, that's awesome.
You could do that baby doll's hair with this curling iron.
Look at the bar. That's the material I was talking about that I saw in Summit Resort. It was red leather. So we got a nice little leather bar here.
Padded armrest.
This was made in 1971. Limited edition, 1971.
That bottle?
Yeah.
Wow. It's intact too. This is kind of cool.
This is where we see some pretty cool stuff.
I'm not very good with age on bottles and stuff, so if you guys know any of the dates on this stuff, feel free to let me know. I think that's a syrup dispenser. Black leaf poison.
Yeah, I believe that was a koala bear.
It says Electrolux. I don't know what that is. I think it's
I did learn later on that this is for a vacuum that we'll see in the video. This was like an attachment that would attach to the vacuum. Didn't know at the time, but viewers helped me figure that out.
sprayer. I think maybe it had a handle on it that you'd pump up or something. What is
DDT.
that? Thought that was teeth in there for a moment. I think it's like wax. Some cool stuff here. I know I said that a few times already, but it is cool. It's like frozen in time.
Formaldehyde.
Training van. I never seen these before. Not this one.
Looks like the RV from
That's not a little
Spies
bit
Like
shape.
Us.
It's missing all the wheels.
Yeah, they're not down there. I looked.
This old vacuum too. Westinghouse. Or Westinghouse.
What's that green bottle?
Where?
There.
You got gloves on,
Oh,
Danny,
it's kind of windy.
in the video.
Still a neat bottle.
Now, just remember, not to focus on Robin there,
I won't
but
get through
we're
the-
only in the second room of the house. There's, I think, 2 other rooms downstairs and the upstairs. That's why it's a longer video. And I did do a return video where I checked out the attic by myself. So in a future Sunday Night Live episode, we'll watch the return visit here, where I went through this by myself, filming primarily the attic, because we couldn't access it the first time. Actually, no, I actually forgot about it the first time. We walked right by it. But as you saw, though, there's piles of stuff. We're walking on stuff to get to other stuff. You could spend all day here to uncover the stuff and find out what's actually on the floor. There might be some valuable stuff, might be junk. But there's probably some cool things worth showing that we didn't get to see just because everything's piled up on top of each other. It was a mess, but it's like a little scavenger hunt.
I know there's... Okay, so there's 2 stairwells in this house.
Is four good for me?
Yeah, I think it's okay in there. Oh my god, look at all this stuff.
This is a vintage stroller. Like ultra vintage.
Yeah.
She was shocked when she found that.
Wow.
Look. Oh my god. Just, I really had a hard time.
Now we're stepping on a baby here.
Yeah, that's an ultra vintage.
Yeah.
And that's like, honestly, it's in really good shape.
Yeah, that's...
Like the cushion is still clean. It just needs, I mean, it's not, I think you have to pop it together.
Okay, yeah, now you can see it.
It's not popping together. Number one, it was maybe that part's rusted out.
Yeah, it could still be salvageable. That's awesome.
Look at him. So look at this.
Look at this.
What is it? What's the brand? Cleveland.
It's like so much stuff everywhere. Like TVs,
My heart is
carriages.
so racing from you stepping on that sneaky.
Sorry. I know there's a lot of my fans that like the old sewing machines, so you guys should appreciate this one. This one, I'll give you a close look of it. It's got some nice detail and decoration on it.
This could be a proof the collector's dream this house. I mean, look at
Oh my God, it still works too.
That was pretty neat.
And the belt's off the pulley there, but that's awesome. This is a record player, I think. I don't even know where to look. There's stuff everywhere. Ooh, we got a basement with no steps here. But it's
some kind of animal living right here.
really.
There's a lot of poop.
There's an old washing or dryer down here. We got a lot of bottles down here. But no way to get down there as of yet. Did you move that bird cage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, why is that thing swinging? Oh, look at this.
These old games.
This is some awesome stuff here.
This is the
You see this?
yeah, tic-tac-toe board.
You threw beanbags at those?
This is a big brand.
Yeah,
It's the front of the TV.
there's so many TVs in here. Another old vacuum cleaner. What is this? Another Electrolux. I think this.
So this is the one that we found that canister in the closet by all the poisons. It said Electrolux. I believe it attached to this somehow to spray out some type of cleaner, I believe, for cleaning the floors. But this is the same model that was attached, that would attach to that jar or container that we saw earlier in the video. But it was cool to find this though.
I don't know which one's older. Another leather jacket.
Yeah, I pulled that one.
Jesus. There's a lot of value left in here.
There's so much clothes.
And we're only in the second room of the house, too. I mean, this is pretty remarkable.
There's another vintage one back here.
Another cool jar.
What's crazy is on this couch. You
Is
can't
it a
really see
wine
too
jug,
much,
probably?
The quilt's still hanging over the back of it. Like, oh, it's heavy. See it? Like it's still hanging over the
Oh,
back
yeah.
of it.
It's like a hand-sewn quilt
Yeah.
or a comforter.
This cooler is full of books.
So this is one of the true definitions of a house being filled with everything left behind. People title their videos of that particular nature. Well, this is a true definition of everything left behind.
Why that possum is down the other end.
So much stuff.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I can't find the back to it. That's why I crawled back here.
And all the tubes and transistors and stuff.
That's back when they would repair TVs.
There's another old sewing machine. There's that doorway. It's on its side.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much money. Wait, like, I hate to say it, but it is. There's so much value. It's all wasted. It's all gonna be wasted. Everybody's getting that sewing machine out of here at this point. This is an old school desk.
Oh, yeah. It's upside down. You gotta wear gloves next time.
I have plastic gloves if I need them. See? And there's the other piece to it, which would be probably the back of the chair.
Back,
Odd to find a school desk in there.
but somewhere like that.
I think it did.
Maybe not. Maybe that's not the one. It just seemed like it would because we're sitting. There's an old potty training chair.
Oh wow. Is that like a real one?
Yeah, you put the little bowl in the bottom.
I thought maybe it was like a pretend
No,
I could play
that's-
one.
No, it's a real one. Yeah, see the. Watch that bottle when you walk in here.
Here's the front porch, the rest of it.
Front porch is loaded.
Look at that. Wow. I think that's an old.
These music was from 1981.
I don't know what that is.
I think that's
Oh, it says Colombian oak on the front.
I don't know if it's coal or wood.
It has a little open thing.
Is it
You may
wo-
take a.
Is it wood or coal?
I think it's coal. It might be wood, though. I don't know how to tell the difference.
If you can see inside and look at the ashes and see what it is. I mean, if you wanted to take the camera and show it, you could.
Let's see if I can get the. I
Colombian
can't get it
oak.
open, but you can see.
That's probably coal. Let me problem
I can see, like with your light, I can see some ashes, but it's just white powder, so it's not really like you could tell.
Well, if it was coal, it'd be like a yellowish, brownish ash.
There's a wood
It's
stove.
white. It's
Ugh.
probably wood.
It's white.
Could be both. Wood and coal.
Here. So much glass back here. Here's a little.
It's kerosene. Oh no, that's not kerosene. That might be wood.
Oh no, I can pass you this one.
This looks like an old kerosene one. But I don't know. Maybe it is kerosene. Yeah. There is a tank under there, so this might be a very old kerosene heater.
Oh, I got it open.
Did you?
Yeah. That would be wood.
Wood?
You can't really see much of it. It's got like bricks or something laying in it, but they're like
If
broken.
it was
so-
coal, it'd still be like hard, intact
Yeah, no, I'm
pieces.
pretty sure it's wood.
Okay. Hotline. Great freight set. Train set, maybe? Yeah, look at that. Little train set.
Type of train and went on like a race car set.
That's a vintage stroller. That room safe.
Is there,
That
look at the old stove in there. My God. This is simply incredible. So we got some
This is definitely the kitchen.
1981.
Oh my, what's he getting this
You know what, honestly, with 2 sets of steps, I think that kitchen and those steps go up to servants' quarters. Usually these old houses, farmhouses, they have 2 sets of steps, and one is for like a live-in maid.
So obviously here I was just kind of coming to rationalize what the house layout was like. There are 2 sets of steps, and we didn't know the details of the home prior to filming it, not until afterwards. So I was guessing that maybe it was, you know, maybe a farmhouse where they had farm help staying upstairs, or even servants' quarters with separated sections of the house. I don't believe that is indeed true, but you'll hear me saying that throughout the video.
Servants' quarters.
I'm telling you.
So that's probably the family one. That's probably the workers one, the servant. That's my best guess right now.
Tabitha says
That's
oil
just-
heater. Okay, thank you.
Remarkable. It's definitely gonna be a long video. I know that. There's so much stuff here to show. I mean, this is really beautiful.
Jesus, the last supper.
I mean, 80s on the papers, maybe last date of residence, I'm not sure. Based on the older items in here, it's a good possibility this was empty since the 80s. We'll go upstairs later.
So this next room is pretty fantastic. You'll see the stuff we find in
These
here.
pieces are inside his pieces, but I really have one of these in my basement. There's a bed. Look at that fridge. This room actually doesn't seem bad. Like, the ceiling isn't really bad in it or anything.
It's weird the stove's in the middle of the room like that.
Yeah.
There's the open part.
Now, maybe you guys can answer, maybe you can't, but the way this house is set up, when we entered inside for the first time, we entered inside the kitchen. We did see the stove in there, the counter space. It was the traditional kitchen. Now, this one with the stove being in here, you can see where the piping was connected to the ceiling. I'm not sure if this was here mostly for heat use, or this was another kitchen. That I don't know, but there's various items in here, including a bed, and some other stuff, but this was situated in the middle of the floor and was used because the piping is still connected to the ceiling. So it almost kind of replicates like two different kitchens.
Are you a superhero fan? Like comic book fan?
What is that?
Superman
Here's the
costume.
costumes.
Is it?
Yeah. Vintage. There's also Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Got a calendar here, 1977.
Oh,
Well, we have items in here past that date, so
no.
Like almost vinyl costumes.
Pants.
these are like the costumes in the 80s, like the plastic material
they
ones.
are.
Yeah. Cabbage Patch.
This one's Captain America.
And these are still intact, too.
Yeah.
Donald Duck.
All of these clothes are.
Got some stuff in the back of the door.
Green coats. Random.
Homemade ice cream.
Things in them.
It's like attached to a unit to make ice cream.
Well, I do know it is a stove. I don't disagree with that, but I'm just wondering why it's in the other end of the house. It's not in the kitchen, the traditional kitchen that we saw. So, do you think that maybe they did some remodeling at some point, or was this maybe separate quarters for someone else? Just don't know why they'd have two stoves in two separate ends of the house.
I mean, this stroller is pretty spectacular.
Still sitting in the cabinet.
Yeah, the other kitchen had dishes too in the cabinet. I got roller skates. Do you like to roller skate?
Probably, I can't really see.
Pair of skates here. Like another sewing machine.
Found the stall.
This is weird. It's like a bedroom / kitchen.
Found a little drawback.
Oh yeah, this is coal. Here's the coal right here.
Vintage clothes too. I would think pretty cool.
And some people are saying it's a wood stove, but we did find coal. There could have been wood and coal.
Got many pieces, but it's like a pegboard of some sort.
What is this? Oh, it's all records.
Think there's anything in that fridge?
Check it out.
Now, I have seen summer kitchens before. I do know what you're talking about. There's one, I think it was down on the way to Virginia, or in Virginia. I filmed a old abandoned farmhouse along 81, and they actually had like a whole nother separate structure, and it was almost like an outdoor structure. It wasn't insulated or anything like that. It had open air, and that was a summer kitchen, because I know to keep the heat out of the house. But this one, being inside the way it is. That thought didn't come to mind, but you guys may know better than I do. But I have filmed houses before that do have true summer kitchens where it's completely separate from the main house. But this one is perplexing, but we did see coal inside. So some people said it was a wood stove. Were they able to be heated or powered or fueled by wood and coal? Or was it only one? Because we did see coal in it.
No, it's empty. I was really afraid I was gonna find something. Oh, it's got the freezer too. Come on.
That has
Oh, yeah, actually, I remember something here. Let me see if I go back and make sure I have the right spot here. When she opens the refrigerator, somebody commented on the original video that it looks like a orb comes out of it.
No, it's empty. I was really afraid I was gonna find something. Oh, it's got the freezer too. Come on.
Okay, yep. Just saw it. So when she just opens the door, look right in this area, and you're going to see like a little glowing ball come out of it. It's not an insect, but just focus in this area. I'm going to back it up one more time.
No, it's empty.
Just watch right
I was really
here.
afraid I was gonna find something. Oh, it's got the freezer too. Come on.
Did you guys see that? A couple of viewers caught that and said as she was opening the door more, something came out of it. I can't confirm what it is, but it definitely, something did kind of vaporize.
That hasn't been open in years.
It's completely empty. Some kind of coal in there.
Ah, a skull.
Couch back there, that green thing.
Lots of glass jars.
Pumpkin.
Nice corner.
Built-in corner
cabinet
shelf there.
Corner shelf. Look at his old typewriter.
I didn't see that.
Somebody made a nest in it. Was that a Smith Corona?
Corona. Uh-oh.
It still wants to work too, but the stuffing is kind of blocking it up.
See the old Smucker's apple butter?
There's a lunchbox right there, that black one.
Yeah, it's got thermos in it.
Does it?
Yep. I like to open things.
Yeah, these costumes are pretty amazing. I haven't seen these in so long.
They don't even feel that bad. Like, I mean, they definitely feel like they're.
I figured
This is why this video is very appropriate for tonight's episode being Halloween edition, because we have some Halloween costumes here. We saw the skull on top of the clothes rack, some plastic pumpkins laying around, so perfect video for tonight's episode.
they'd be dry rotted by now.
Yeah, they really don't fit. But this room is really dry. I mean, look at the ceiling. It's got some cracks in it, but not too many wet spots.
These got to be worth some money.
Old kids furniture. It's kind of creepy.
What's that? Oh, it's the Last Supper.
There's an old like Joffred thing there, an old kid's chair. There's an old radio back. No, it's a
1980, the Centennial
What is this?
or Sentinel. This is classic thermos for a construction worker. They bring their hot soup and their sandwich.
Oh my god.
Look at this.
Find this. That's cool. This is these little buttons over here. Has really old curlers in it with the little pins that are in place. Label. That says a string. Hair cover.
For Christmas.
Always a Christmas decoration. Little plants on the back of the stove.
Got plastic snowman decoration.
And the bottom.
Purse. There's a couple purses here. That's like
It's massive.
first edition. I'd say they kind of use it in church. I've never seen one that big.
Now, several viewers have stated this is like a family Bible. I believe I don't know if you kind of like insert information into it about the family as they're growing up or put photos in it, but they did state it's like a family Bible and that you would use it to kind of, I don't know the proper wording of it, but almost like a journal of sorts, like to keep updates inserted as the family grew up or photos or something. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. I never heard of it before, but I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's like a first edition Bible because it's so big. But they did say it was like a family Bible.
Any dates in it, Tina? Maybe first page or last page?
It was made in Nashville, Tennessee. No, they don't have like a copyright page. Oh wait, maybe. 1966.
Oh my God.
By the Southwestern Company in Nashville, Tennessee.
1966.
$1966 Bible. I mean, look at the size of my hand compared to this. I mean, that's a thick Bible. And I'm sure there's stuff we're missing too. There's just piled on top of each other. Oops.
I thought this book was like one of those dead worshiping books.
It is
It's like a
that,
sign of good luck, right?
that bell. Alright, you want to head upstairs?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I'll go.
The steps will hold you the whole room, right? Is that what you told me before?
Yeah.
Robin made me be the guinea pig. If the steps in the upper floors held me, it would definitely hold her.
It's actually very solid. $1961. Okay, I guess I'll go right first. Okay, so we have a walk-up attic in the next room over there. The stairs are here. There are piles of like linens there and stuff. Let's see if I can get over there. Look at these. I thought these were Converse. These are Keds. Like little serving trays.
Did you see this?
What?
It's a Girl Scout cookie box. Damn it. Darn it. Darn it.
Oh, viewfinder.
Viewfinder.
I was thinking.
Shine net. That's pretty funny.
Now, seeing this stuff, it does kind of put the dots together, connect the dots. Like I said, the rumors were that they had like a type of daycare here, and we saw the school desk downstairs, we saw strollers, we see the lunch trays here, and various kids issue. So it very well could be true that they had a type of daycare that the couple ran out of their home.
The Viewmaster? Yeah, Viewmaster. I said Viewfinder. I used to have one of these, I think.
I did as a kid. an hour back then.
Look at this.
Ah, what's the brand on that? Can't really read it.
Tabby, Robin's still around. We still keep in touch. She has been very busy, but we actually have been talking about doing another video together. So you guys may see her in the next few months, but we still keep in touch and plan on doing more videos together.
What that brand is, it's really
Symphonic.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, symphonic.
Is that a Converse behind you?
Keds.
Oh, I'm so
Saw that.
excited.
I thought it was Converse at first. This is really springy. Look at the pile of
I
linens.
say, yeah, there's a pile back there. That's funny, that box back there that says deep freeze on it, it says upright freezers plus, it's like part of a
Yeah.
box. There was part of the same exact box, well, same kind of box in that front little area where I climbed to that stove.
Look at this little closet here. It's pretty neat.
Look at the other side behind the bed. Is it a door?
Yeah, that's pretty strange.
You can't move the bed right
Yeah, because that's going to be over the kitchen, I think. I think that.
So what we do find out, this bed is up against this door. We thought about trying to move the bed to get to the other side. We'll see a little bit later in the video the actual other side of this door. So I'll point that out when we get there.
The quarters I was telling you about,
Which
the
is probably a
servants' quarters.
sketchy room because the kitchen ceiling doesn't look too good.
That's probably just. I'm curious to see what's in there.
You can probably climb on the bed. If not, I will.
Might be able to move the bed a little bit. I
No, you're
think.
not moving anywhere down here. Both sides are completely.
Maybe I could get it back a couple of feet.
The smell actually wasn't too bad. There were certain areas that smelled really dusty and old. Downstairs, both doors were open, the front and back, so there's good ventilation in there. Now the downstairs areas where they did take in water, I believe it wasn't flooded completely, but it was enough to do some damage. But it didn't smell musty or old. Sorry, it didn't smell musty or moldy. If it did, it was very minimal, but there was a lot of open ventilation areas. There's just a dusty old smell. I was wearing gloves to play it safe. Robin was not, and some people did kind of get upset because, as you'll see, she actually picks up some dead mice that she finds. But that's the way she is. She's been doing that stuff her whole life, and she generally just does it, bare hands. So.
I think this bed is safe. Jesus Christ. It's actually, there's a
Yeah, it's
toilet
long,
right
Christopher.
there.
Lots to
Literally
see.
right there.
Is it a room or is it a bathroom?
The other set of steps come up to it. It looks like it's a hallway, and there's
Well, you know what? We could just take the other set of steps up. I didn't
there's
even
a
think of
room
that.
right there.
Look at this bed frame.
Jesus Christ,
It's like gothic looking.
scary.
The old radio.
It's like a tornado came through.
Really hope this holds me. Another school desk here.
This room has a potty chair in it.
This chair is intact with the back of it. Let me turn on my light here. Look at how far this goes. Like you can't even see it goes two more
I
rooms.
bet you it connects to their half the house.
I don't know what that is. A thermos? Keep liquids hot.
What was this? Did you look at it?
No.
I'm sorry, little miceys. It's a radio.
Put that up on the desk there.
It's full of a mouse. It's really hard to pick it up. I've been bit by a mouse, but it really hurts. usually gets infected.
Zenith. That's pretty neat.
This is interesting. All this information is about like South America, Brazil. Here's words translated from English.
Fire King.
Our
Coats.
medication bottle. Never heard of this.
Ugh. Thought that was a fur coat.
There's no medication bottle. Account book of E.W. Norquist. Interesting.
Lots of dolls. What's this? This has got to be old Mattel Strum Fun guitar.
Guitar.
Iodine.
Strum the rhythm and play the tune.
There's your fur coat right there. Look at this boot. It's- I'm not gonna let a kid on my phone.
What's that little black thing upside down there? Did you look at that?
Yeah, it's plastic. It's
Oh.
the fake
Is it a
old
stove?
stove.
I thought it was
Like
metal.
Barbie house or something like that.
Oh, I found a gun. It was glass.
Bottle? Oh, it's broken.
Yeah.
It's. I always hope people leave their IDs behind so you can find out who they are. They just left some candy in there.
Okay, so here's the other stairwell. There's lots to look at here and take in.
I have one even as a kid.
Like a purse or something?
That's a little.
Interesting. We've got two doors here. Toilet. Oh, okay, so that's the bedroom there with the bed.
Yeah, so as I'm pointing out in the video, just to reiterate, this crack that you see here, this is the other room where we're in. The bed is right behind this door where we had the Viewmaster and the record player laying on the bed. So this is the other side of that door.
There's the toilet. There's a closet, ice skates. Can't even open or close the door. Toilet and sink. It's pretty cold. Yeah, it still works too. But I could feel the burn already.
Look at this little solar pepper shaker. How cute is that?
There's some large beds in each room, like the frames are huge. Another desk. It's the third desk already.
I believe this is the last room that we're going to check out, and also the same room where she finds the dead mice.
Garbage. It's definitely a Confederate War. Confederate. Oh my God, Civil War. Why am I saying Confederate War? It's got John Adams on it. Andrew Jackson. Actually, no, it's the presidents.
Remember these?
Yeah. This has got all the presidents on it. The most recent one being Lyndon B. Johnson. And it only cost 48 cents when they bought it.
I used to remember these cloth calendars. $1967 calendar with all full ads on it. Milk of Magnesia. That was like from like Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's plastic. It's so creepy.
Really old advertisements.
The old Clearasil.
We're gonna be right here for the next person to find.
This is pretty neat. It has the information about the presidents.
I'm shocked for all of this that we're not finding, number one, more dead animals. Number two, we're not finding mice. We're finding signs of them, but
There's tons of nesting.
yeah. I'm shocked we're not seeing them running everywhere.
There's tons of books. Oh, that's pretty neat.
Look like those are hand painted.
Oh my God, that's so funny that I just said that. Wait.
Dead mouse?
Completely. That's so cool. It's mummified.
It's probably been dead a few months.
Completely. That's so cool.
There's the mice.
It's probably been dead a few months.
Now, if you look at this picture, don't know who the girl is, but it looks like it was taken in that house. The bed frame behind her looks like one of them that we've seen, and looks like the same wallpaper right there. I think it was taken in that room. So kind of eerie. Not sure if she was someone that was there as maybe a daycare worker or something. Really don't know. But this was almost certainly taken in the same room, and it was just left behind.
Barbie. Or, I don't know, looks like a guy Barbie. Or
Man bun.
looks like a male doll that they put long hair on. Got a manly face. So far, this house is pretty amazing. There's stuff everywhere, and it's piled on top of each other, on top of itself.
So, I'm not sure, I forget if I mentioned, but right behind me, you see that crack? That is the door to the attic. We did see it initially. We forgot to check it out when we were here. So, probably next episode of Sunday Night Live, we'll play the video where I do investigate that attic.
It's hard to even see everything. I know people are going to watch this video and say, hey, you didn't see that, you missed that. I'm doing my best to show you everything I can, but I don't want to make it a 3-hour video either, so I'm just trying to pick out what looks really cool and interesting, and if you guys spot something else in the meantime, then just take that as a bonus, I guess.
How about that big Steelers outfit? Literally, that spot right there scares me to stand on because I feel like at least here we're cushioned.
Yeah.
That one spot there. Next one's Queens under there.
We can go down those steps if you want. I guess you want me to go first?
Yeah. They actually look a little. Those ones look a little scarier than the other ones. Seaford's like 3-4 steps down.
Yeah.
The floor there is solid.
Yeah, that's good.
like liquid filters.
Back in the
Back
kitchen.
down to the kitchen area.
Damn it. Watch me from the bottle. It's from Berwick, PA. So I always, when I find old medicine bottles, look, because my great grandfather was the first doctor ever in Pennsylvania or in Berwick area, and he was at Nestapeg. But I found bottles of his prescription medicine before, so I always looked so I could find more. But you can't read the name on this one if you prescribed it.
Just gonna poke around a little more since we're down here.
Do you have old mason jars that are in houses sometimes? It's astonishing.
These pull-out shelves with lids.
Did you look in this closet?
Yeah,
Wasn't DDT what killed all the bald eagles?
I think so.
Did you see the bottle in here?
I'll take pictures of them too. It says poison on it. So here's a closer look at that lamp. It's like an old oil lamp. And the wick would be in there. That's got to be pretty old. Okay, so we do have another doorway over there. We're gonna head over there and peek inside and check the stuff by that stairwell. What we're walking in right now is the remnants of an outdoor porch that wasn't closed at one point. Okay, so and now we're on the back side. There's a stairwell there, a staircase. Crazy foam. That's gotta be pretty old. Let's see. 1977. We have a neat little fluorescent light fixture here. Very decorative. Some more toilets. And here's a roll of that, what looked to be that tile, but it's like linoleum. Here's what's left of the door. Here's that piano. Manufactured especially for E.C. Malarkey, Gerardville, PA. That's Schuylkill County. I know where that is. I don't know if that's a piano or an organ. On an old Sears Silvertone radio. That's how you change the station. Volume. I wonder how old that is. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. You got to see the inside of this old abandoned house, and I was really shocked at what was left inside. Full of old vintage classic antique items, most of it dating from like the 50s to the 70s. And from what we found inside, it looks like it wasn't occupied past the 80s. Everything in there is 80s or earlier, so I don't know what's going to come to this house. It's definitely falling apart. Very cool though. Glad we got to check it out and share it with you guys. But I'm going to turn to Robin. She's going to tell you what she thought of it.
It was neat. I really thought the costumes were awesome. But also all the old medicine bottles and stuff that still had like the doctors' names on them from Bloomsburg. There was one from Chickashinny, Benton I saw, and Berwick. It's pretty neat. Good find.
Yeah, she knew about this house before I did, but I remember seeing it on the way to Knoebels, so don't know anything else about it. If you guys know anything, you're welcome to share it down below. If you have any comments or questions, obviously share those down below as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell. That way you don't miss any future uploads. And lastly, I ask, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That tells us that you like the content that we're putting out. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, so that was This Abandoned House is Full of Vintage Items. Came out October 22nd, 2018. Upwards of 400,000 views. One of my more popular videos. And as you can see why, house was full of stuff. But let me switch screens here and we will get back to what we're doing here. And for those of you who are tuning in now, yes, I do have things on my face. They're not tattoos. I'm not trying to be Mike Tyson. These are Halloween stickers. That house, like I said, as far as I know, it's still there. I'll double check with Robin to confirm she is from the area. That house will stand out for many reasons. Number one, because I had a great company. Robin is knowledgeable and fearless, as you guys saw. Yes, people did criticize her for touching things barehanded, but she's been doing that her whole life. She actually collects bones and skeletons and stuff like that. She's actually a really smart woman, knows her stuff, and isn't afraid to get dirty. Aside from that, though, the house had more items than we could actually take time to look through. It was just incredible. Don't know, what's going to happen with it. As we heard, there's no relatives remaining to take ownership of it. It's just been sitting there, I believe, since the 80s when they passed away. So those houses are harder and harder to find. Very seldom do we find houses now that are full of stuff. The only thing I filmed recently that is similar to that is the video I put out earlier this year that had like 20-some TVs in it. And the man who was a farmer taking care of his wife upstairs was also like a roofer. His truck was in the yard. I should say, you may have seen that video I put out earlier this year, but that's the closest thing probably recently that I filmed that had all the contents left behind. Usually the houses are heavily tagged up and vandalized. Items are, stripped and gutted. So it's good to see, even though the house was a mess, the people's lives were left behind. So definitely enjoy that one. Can you check to see if the house is still there or is it too far away? Caroline, like I said, I'll talk to Robin and find out. 6'9". Yeah, I'm not trying to be him, just a little Halloween spirit. If you guys have tuned in late, I encourage you to at least watch my intro of tonight's stream. I did have a kind of a unique entrance to the video, so if you want to see what that looked like, you can watch it. Looked like a daycare, a big family home. That's most likely what it was. Locals did rumor they were operating as a daycare there. You were in the live chat last weekend. Well, we do have a lot of people in the chats at various times, so I'm sorry if I don't remember you personally, but glad to have you there and here tonight. So before we get to just a regular discussion, chat about anything, I do want to share the upcoming schedule and let you know what's coming up for the last week here of October and my vlogging series. Now, Lisa is going to be happy to hear this. Tomorrow, Monday, we're going to do a live stream putting together Rusty, the Spirit Halloween animatronic. Don't have an exact time. It'll be in the evening. I would say probably sometime around 7 p.m. It may be anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour long, but we're going to assemble Rusty and see how he operates, see what he does. I mean, I know what he does, but we'll be able to watch it live. You'll be able to see what it takes to put one of those together. They are a little bit tedious, so I'm going to have some help doing that. So tomorrow will be a live stream. You can just hang out with us, watch us put Rusty together. Tuesday, I'll be out filming, but Tuesday night will be a video upload at 8 p.m. It's going to be one of two videos. Either one you definitely will like. Wednesday, we're going to be live again. Wednesday night, we're going to do our part 2 Halloween haunted house drive streams. We're going to drive around Lackawanna County and see around 4 to 5 houses that are all decked out for Halloween time. So you could join us, hop in the car, and come with us as we check out some Halloween houses in the area. Thursday will be another uploaded video, I believe. Yeah, another uploaded video. And Friday, if things work out, I may be live from a very special location. It's not a haunted location, but it does have to do with Halloween. I'm trying to get all the details finalized. If everything goes according to plan, I will be live from a pretty entertaining place on Friday. If I don't go live Friday, I should at least have a video to put out of that place on Friday. And Saturday for Halloween, I have a couple things I'm kind of tossing around. No solid details yet as to what is going to take place, but one way or another, we're going to try to be live for Halloween night, whether we're out driving around, taking Lily to houses, or going to the house we've seen last week, I believe, down in Exeter, where they have all the animatronics and props, and they said they have live actors. So we may end up going there. We really don't know, but we'll keep you guys informed. So if you want to find out any changes or information as to what is happening and when, make sure you check my community tab. I do post updates there, share information, and of course my Facebook page as well. But aside from that, everything else, is been, pretty exciting. It's been a lot of work for me. I am slowly getting a little bit burned out. It's been a lot of work doing this to put out a new video or live stream each and every day. My first time doing it ever like this, 31 videos in a row. But, I'm still enjoying it. I'm glad we're in the home stretch. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it as well. And something we'll probably do next year as well. Once this is over, I might take a little bit of a break into November just to kind of recuperate, get recharged up, and then we'll continue back on with having some fun on this channel. But the rest of the time, we'll stay on for another 10-15 minutes. If you guys want to chat about anything in particular, feel free to do that. I will give you guys permission too. If you are a content creator or someone who enjoys making videos, feel free to tell us what type of channel you have, what type of videos you put out. If you have any special updates, premieres, or contests coming out, let us know. If you're a viewer looking for new channels to find, this is a great opportunity to learn about some new people. Obviously, the regulars on here, but sometimes there's some people that kind of slide under the radar. So we'll give those people an opportunity to share their content, in a brief summary, and you could maybe find yourself a new channel to support. Recharge for Christmas. Hopefully. Definitely take a breather. Content will still come out. I might take a few days break with no content, but it won't be a long hiatus. I might not do any lives or filming for a few days, but I still have a backlog of videos. I still have videos from July to put out. So you guys will still see content. Videos every day is tiring, yes. Like Adam the Woo, I give him credit. He started his second channel probably around 7 years ago called The Daily Woo. He put out a daily vlog, a video every day for 5 years in a row without taking a break. That have been ridiculous. I give him props for doing that. I could see myself doing a month, maybe 3 months tops. But at the end, I think I would lose, some like creativity. I would lose the excitement that I usually have. I think I would get burned out. I mean, although I love doing this, it is good to have your downtime and need time to do other things and have your mind on other stuff. But, I think we'll continue this each and every October. And, this is my first time doing it. So I know, there's going to be some tweaks to work out. But all in all, I've had a lot of fun doing it. Haunted Road Part 2. Yes, that video is going to come out this week. I don't know which day. It may come out on a day when I have a live stream as well. But Haunted Road Part 2 is definitely coming out no later than Halloween night. So didn't forget about it. It's going to be coming out. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys. I'm reading your comments here. Studio looks great. Thank you. The only thing I wanted to get, I forgot to buy it. I wanted to get some artificial cobwebs, spider webs to kind of put on like spiders were taking over. I forgot to go to the dollar store and get some. So put up the flashing jack-o'-lanterns. I do have my little alien friend here. And have Jason Voorhees right here and some green lighting on him. Thank you guys so much. You guys are too kind. And if Retro or anyone else has anything coming up for Halloween weekend, as far as live streaming, Facebook streaming, anything, now's the time to share it. We'd love to see you guys, get some new viewers and subscribers and see your numbers go up. And we always try to work around each other. We always try not to overlap with each other. But there is only so many hours in a day, so many days in a week. So if by chance someone is premiering or going live at the same time as someone else, that's perfectly okay. That's what you watch replays for. So don't ever feel like you're going to upset someone if you don't get to watch someone's video. We know that, mostly everyone out there has, time for other things than YouTube, that they're busy, that they have a life. So don't ever worry if you can't make it to a premiere live stream. That's what replays are for. And I'm just as appreciative of those who do watch live as those who watch the replay. So Retro is live streaming 3 times in the upcoming week. She's got her work cut out too. This is probably the most lives I've done in a while because I was live Friday for the Paranormal Investigation, which is doing really well. A lot of people are watching the replay of that. It topped over 5,000 views in 2 days, which is pretty good. Obviously, yesterday we were live for the Plan B drive stream. We're live tonight. We'll be live tomorrow putting Rusty together. We'll be live Wednesday and maybe live Friday. So it's going to be a lot of live action. Some people like it, some don't. But again, this is a variety channel. You get a little bit of everything. Well, supposed to is the key word, Stephanie. Lori, that's one thing I absolutely do. Despite how busy I am here, I do make time for friends and family. I do know how to balance it out, thankfully. It took some time to learn that, but I'll never put videos or my channel above people I do care about. So I do appreciate you saying that, but I have a pretty good balance. There's a lot of things I don't share on my channel, like personal things, behind the scenes things that, I reserve for friends and family. So I do share a lot with you guys, but there's a lot that I don't share for that reason, because it is important to have your own personal downtime and family time. Adam, yeah, I think RJ told me about you going back to Centralia. My advice, and you don't have to take it obviously, it's just my advice though, I would wait until at least more to the winter when all the leaves are gone and more things are visible. So I would say maybe December or January, I think would be an ideal time to go back to be able to see not only the steam coming out because it'll be much colder, but the areas that are in the woods will be much easier to see and travel through. So that's just my opinion, but hey, whenever you want to do it. How can I get a hold of you to say, hey, there's Jumping Frog. Get a hold of you. If you check my video description, I think your name is Carrie, if I'm not mistaken. My video description has a Facebook page and email. Facebook is facebook.com/JPVideos81. Email is jpvideos81@gmail. So either way, I do check my messages almost daily. I try to get back to people as soon as I can. So feel free to use either of those. Watched a pumpkin carving video this evening and saw something unusual. What's that, Greg? Orb shoots from the left to the right by the chandelier. Huh. I'll have to go back and check that time frame and see. Crystal. Okay. That was close. It started with K. Yeah, Retro sharing the link there so you could hop onto the page if you want. Contact me there or email. Yeah, orbs are very mysterious. You know, some people have different theories on orbs. As we saw Friday night when we were live from the channel lock there, the earlier part of the video, some type of orb did, I guess you would say, manifest. It came out of nowhere and had a streaking trail as it moved about and then kind of dissipated. So that was kind of interesting to see. And even the video we were just watching of the vintage items house, when Robin was opening that fridge, something definitely rose up out of it and disappeared. Could be energy, could be a spirit, could be dust, who knows? Love bugs. All right, have a good night. Thanks, Retro, for dropping the links. Will you be back in December with Sunday Night Live stream? Sunday Night Live is not going away, Chris. I'm still going to be doing it. Again, there might be a week or two here or there that I take off for other reasons. But yeah, Sunday Night Live will continue through December. Starting in January, I'm going to be making some changes to Sunday Night Live with the schedule and with the format of the show. Nothing major. It's still going to be primarily what you are seeing now. But there will be a few tweaks and changes that are going to help keep things running smoother with less interruptions, less, cancellations, and make it more interactive for you guys, because you guys are going to be a part of it as well for providing some information. So those changes will be announced closer to January. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually talking pretty good tonight. Usually by now I'm like, blip, 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 blip. Knock on wood. I'm doing pretty good tonight. Yes, Barb, it looks like you are here, so looks like you're reconnected. So very happy about that. How are you keeping the thing? Yes. Appreciate your concern, Laura. Hey, Nicole, have a good night. I think you're up pretty late. Get some rest. Barb, we do see you in the chat. Hopefully you can hear us. Maybe you have to refresh. Good night, Gail. It's the stickers. They're magical. Yes, maybe I should wear these stickers full time. Get some more pretty stickers. Are you losing money due to what's going on in the world? Not so much, Scott, because what's going on in the world is causing, well, you talked about earlier this year, it's causing more people to watch YouTube more than ever. So although some videos, may not perform as well as others, I'm still earning pretty much what I was earning at the beginning of the year. And having what's going on in the world hasn't affected me from filming. I'm still able to go out and film. So I'm very fortunate that it hasn't really affected me. And if it has, it'd only be temporary, and then it would kind of recover. So I'm still able to do what I love doing, still able to pay my bills. I'm not rolling in the dough. I'm not Scrooge McDuck swimming in the vault with the coins, but I am able to sustain, what I'm doing, and hope it keeps that way. Hope it is for everyone. This year has been crummy, and like I said earlier, I hope things turn around for you if you are not so fortunate. Oh, just lost the screen there. There we go. Good night, David. Have a good one. Purple Tiger. Yeah, I do know who it is. Haven't shared it publicly just out of respect for the person, but yes, we did find out who it is. That's why I don't really make mention of it anymore if we do find him in the locations. Laura says hi. Hi, Laura. I guess RJ finished dinner. Missed all the fun. That's okay. Hope you had a good night. Well, Scott, that's definitely not a bad thing. Hopefully you find a good balance. I know some people are working more than they're used to or harder than ever, and it kind of takes away from your mind state. Sometimes you get overworked, overstressed, but the financial aspect definitely helps deal with that. But having balance does make an important deal, an important, part in someone's life. Yeah, no problem there. I'm going to call you Carrie again. What is your name? I know it starts with a K. Sorry, I'm bad with names until I get used to it. But yeah, I was actually kind of laughing out loud at your response because like you're wearing your ninja suit and then you're like freezing at the camera, like, no way. And by the way, when you messaged me too, I actually wasn't in Luzerne County. You say that you heard fireworks, which I do believe you, but I was actually nowhere near Luzerne County. I was actually over an hour away from the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area. So when you message me, I'll let you know where I was at. Crystal, yeah, sorry. I may mess up your name again. I'm bad with names until I get to know you or say it enough times. No, I don't really buy any box sets of movies or anything like that because I can stream everything, online. But it is always fun to have some cool collectible stuff. But yeah, I generally don't buy movies or box sets. The only thing I have from that is the Freddy vs. Jason movie. It's only going to get worse, Scott, as we get closer to Christmas. So orders are just going to continue to increase. Well, we'll give it another 2-3 minutes here. This has been a longer stream, even though we didn't have mail call, but that was a long video that we watched, but hopefully it was entertaining for you. Who's saying hello? JD Crow, hello. What are you watching now? I'm watching your comments. I know the camera's over here, but I have the chat up over here, so that's why I'm watching. Vibes, I don't know you personally, so I can't say I would support you, but yes, I do support smaller YouTubers. Anybody that knows me, pretty much everyone I've ever collaborated with has been a smaller channel than me. I generally don't work with larger channels, so I am full support of anyone who is just starting out or is new to YouTube. So, what shows? I don't watch a whole lot of shows just because I lose interest in them or they just kind of get boring. The series Gold Rush just started up yesterday, so I do watch Gold Rush. I do watch Little People Big World only because I've been watching that from the beginning, so I like to keep up with that. What else? Catfish I watch from time to time. MTV's Catfish. Aside from that, I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm subscribed to a decent number of channels with a little bit of everything. Everything from food channels to tech channels, automotive restorations. So a little bit of everything, but that's pretty much it. Carbide Jones. I think you're on Facebook, right? I think I've seen you comment before. locally made mining items you may find interesting. Anything local or mining related definitely has my interest. I do have a miner safety lamp and a carbide lamp and a signal lamp that was given to me from a viewer where her mother worked in the coal mine. So I actually have those on the shelf there. You're new. I'm new in my channel. Well, if you're putting out videos, best luck to you. It is an uphill battle, but perseverance pays off. It's crazy once you start watching these channels, you don't watch TV. Yeah, I mean, we have Netflix too, and the reason we have Netflix is because we have it for free with our phone plan. We have T-Mobile, and the plan we have is like a type of family plan. They give you Netflix for free, so that's like $12 or $15 that we save, and still get to enjoy Netflix for life, as far as I know, unless they do away with that contract. But it's nice to get free Netflix. Like from time to time, if there's nothing on, like there we go with the talking. All the Indiana Jones movies are on there, and some other comedies I do enjoy. So Netflix we throw on from time to time, but we go to YouTube daily. There's a lot of channels we watch or check to see if they put out new videos because we look forward to seeing them. Good night, Ty. Liter carbide tins. Oh, that's pretty neat. Those are definitely not too common. Well, everyone, I think we're going to depart here. I'm actually going to depart the video the same way we started it, so give me a moment here. But before I do that, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in for tonight's episode of Sunday Night Live. We are a few days early for Halloween, but hey, you can never have too much holiday Halloween fun. Cool to see someone in my neck of the woods. Pat D's $2 super chat. Thank you. With this upcoming week, like I said, the content is going to keep pouring out for you guys. So if you have nothing to watch, nothing on cable, nothing on Netflix, definitely tune into my channel. Come check it out. See what you think. It's going to be live and combination of uploads. So regardless, you'll have a good time, whatever we do. And like I said, once we get past Vlogoween, we'll kind of take a breather and get back into some new stuff. And some older content that I filmed will be finally making its way to the channel as well. So I'm going to turn out the lights. I'm going to put on the mask because this is how I started my video. But guys, thanks so much. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a fantastic week, and be sure to check back soon, because as always, I'll see all of you in the next video.